Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, we're right around the midway point, Clark, of the regular season. Can a team change their identity at this point?
I think it's possible, but it's not probable, unless you make some kind of a monster trade. You know, the DNA of your squad and its makeup, you do that during training camp. So I think during the season, that's a hard thing to switch.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first time out right here. Now, here's Stockton to the inside. Caroline. Go the pass to Malone. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
You know, there's no easy way to stop Malone inside without fouling him. He's got so much strength.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
He's off on the first.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
Good on the second free throw. Now the 76ers with it. Iverson outside. Pass to Barnes. Stockton against Iverson. That one falls.
And, you know, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. Al Malone inside. And it's Ostertag with the jam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Van Horn. There's the triple. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Heads-up play with the ball there, getting it in the hands of somebody who's ready to attack.
Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Over for Cinco. That's short off the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Van Horn. Rebound, Utah. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
Here's Iverson after the basket by Utah. Fosenko passes to McCullough. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Van Horn, no good. For Utah, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. Off target from three-point range. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. On the wing, Iverson. There's the three. The 76ers again can't hit it. Right side, Kirilenko. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Set the feet, spot up, excellent execution.
Now Barnes. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Van Horn, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
It's your Utah Jazz.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter. Iverson with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the layup.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Here is Stevenson after the made shot from Allen Iverson. And now Philadelphia on the break. And the dunk by Iverson.
And this is where Iverson is so terrifying, running the open floor with such ease and confidence.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Philadelphia foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Malone, left side. Rebound by McCulloch. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 5. There's the pick. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Look, you want to get that ball inside because anytime you do, the odds of getting to the free throw line go up.
This is his first free throw of the game. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Karl Malone. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Jazz. Pass to Chaney. Back to Jackson. Tries the spin move. Shoots over McCulloch. 6 to shoot. Here's Kirilenko. Another miss by Utah. Philadelphia shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Pass to Van Horn. Launches it. Rebounded by the Jazz. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Timeout called the 76ers.
73, Marcus Camby.
And here is Barnes. Bryant on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Shoots from 12. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the 76ers. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And right now for the 76ers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Lets it go from 14. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Howard dishes to Camby to the middle. Here's Dermanenko. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Muscling that thing in. Tough shot.
Jazz trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Kirilenko. For the 3. It's rebounded by Camby. Philadelphia leading by 3. Barnes outside. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Camby.
Rising up with power. I like seeing that kind of aggression down low.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Jackson has the open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Jackson's got his first basket. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Jackson against Barnes. The kick out to Bryant. Pass to Camby. Over Collins. Camby good. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A different look for Utah. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Stockton in for Andrei Kirilenko. Jazz trail by 5. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Stockton, here we go. Dermanenko with the rebound. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Camby. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Can't cash in from close range.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Jackson in the corner. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And the Jazz making a change here. Jazz have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. 1:36 left to play here in the half. Pass to Kirilenko. Fires for 3. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Kirilenko's got 8.
He flashes his touch from deep there.
Barnes against Stockton. Dermanenko with it. 1:09 left in the first half of basketball. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Stevenson against Bryant. Here's Malone. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The 76ers lead. To the middle. Here's Camby, and the layup falls. Camby's got 6 here in this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Malone, left side. Floats one, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Howard. 17 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Stockton the pass to Malone. Back to Stockton. And that does it for the first half of play. 76ers on top, leading by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Marcus Camby.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. To the inside, and slam dunk by Camby.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
It's Kirilenko on the wing. The Jazz have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Free throw good, Kirilenko.
Coaches love to see guys get to the line, drawing fouls. It shows he's playing the game with some aggression and passion, too.
And both free throws good for Kirilenko. And it's Barnes with the ball for the 76ers. 6-point lead. The rebound by Malone.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Stockton. Malone, a screen on Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Stockton. Rejected by McCullough.
Terrific job by him to get ideal positioning on defense there. What a block.
McKee's checked in for Philadelphia. And so here is Philadelphia. 6-point game. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will be the third of the 6-game road trip. And the shot is good. Van Horn's got 5 now.
Look, you'll take that shot every time up the floor.
And the Jazz call time here. And Utah has possession. Stevenson outside. 90 seconds now into the second half. Puts one up from 19. Second chance effort. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Ostertag.
You like how Ostertag fights for the boards. He knows those second chance points are worth it.
Now McKee. Iverson outside. Pass to Fisenko. Shot clock at 6. McCulloch a screen on Stevenson. And the 3 ball is good. Fisenko's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Stockton kicks to Malone. Shoots over McKee. That's good for Malone on the assist by Stockton. He's got 5.
A go-to shot for Malone. He looks so comfortable and in rhythm from the mid-range.
Kirilenko against McKee. Outside Kirilenko. It's stolen by McKee. To the paint. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Van Horn. Inside. McCulloch. Iverson outside. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3 ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Stockton outside. Goes up with a strike. And Van Horn pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Jazz trail by 10. Outside Kirilenko. 1:19 left in the third quarter. High post try. Stockton's shot is good. Stockton's got his first basket of the night.
And when Stockton gets a look from there, it is more often than not going in.
McKee with it. He has yet to score. Iverson outside. Right wing. Here's Fisenko. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Fisenko's got 5 points so far.
Looking confident on that jumper. You've got to be decisive to get that one off quick.
Stockton the pass to Kirilenko. No good with the triple. The 76ers leading by 10. And McCulloch gets to McKee. There's the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. McKee's got his first 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Malone. Lays it up off the glass. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The paint is unquestionably Malone's real estate. That's his domain. He makes it really difficult to stop him down low.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's he got it in. Huge 3 to cut it to single digits. They're hoping that energy carries into the fourth quarter now.
And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jazz trail by 9. Out to the right wing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Utah making a change here. Walsh is checked in. Timeout called, 76ers. Marcus Camby is checked in for McKee. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Larry Brown said to his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Camby. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the 76ers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's Terminenko. Misses from close range. Jazz trail by 11. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Camby's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Chaney. Camby with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. Arroyo's checked in.
Arroyo.
On the wing, Jackson, covered by Barnes. Here's Arroyo. Collins, a screen on Barnes. Lock at 6. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Barnes dishes to Howard. To the paint. And there's Camby. That's good on the assist by Howard. Camby's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on the hot streak.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Here's Arroyo. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Terminenko. And now Philadelphia on the break. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Arroyo. He's guarded by Howard. Now Collins. Here's Arroyo. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Bryant. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Terminenko. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one is off.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So Utah ends up going with the new group. How far a lot of folks are saying the NBA is getting back to being a guards league. Do you think they're right?
I'm not quite ready to go that far, Kevin. Guards certainly have an impact and influence on the game, but a dominant big man is still the primary weapon in the game and has a little more value than outstanding guard play. But it is interesting to see the NBA does have an awful lot of talent on the perimeter.
Pass to Camby. Down low, stolen by Stevenson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Kirilenko with it. Camby picks him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Camby. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz.
Free throw good, Kirilenko.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Kirilenko. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Van Horn. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Stockton looking around. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ostertag, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You can't let Ostertag get that deep. I mean, he's confident when he's got the ball in that territory.
That free throw good from Ostertag.
Ostertag is an enforcer. I mean, he's a physical presence who does a nice job rebounding and patrols the paint well.
Pass to Iverson, driving in. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 5th assist in this one. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 14. .112 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Up top, Malone. Iverson covering. Nobody near Stevenson. Good on the triple. Stevenson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Camby.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jackson misses. Iverson against Jackson. Fades back. Here's Van Horn. Drops it in. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations.